These are what we call the backpack tubulums. And the backpack tubulums were first developed for the album, for audio. So the backpack tubulums are only played with the new music from the album, which was incorporated into the Vegas show. So the backpack tubulums are only used in Vegas.
Yeah, it was sort of a movement towards you know, rock and roll. It was a movement towards more of a rock and roll vibe, more of being able to walk around the stage, you know, like rock and roll.
These are what we play these with, and the same thing as we play the other PVC instruments with, and they're a Blue Man designed and made paddle specifically for these instruments.
It's really cool how they mic it. I think they all once again come to a certain point, and there's just a mic. Right in there. They do it so well. It's just they all come together.
And they're really heavy. We have other backpack tubulums that are made with the notes of the national anthem that we play at baseball and football games and stuff.
Come around back. There's rockets that shoot confetti out.
So each one of those can shoot once?
Yeah, they shoot right out of here.
And then it's automated. It's cued by the stage manager when the rockets go off.
All the different parts of the technical performance sort of center here. This is where the light board and the spotlights are operated from. This is also where we call the show from. There's a cue light box here. These different lights actually coincide with lights that are located throughout the building. If I push this cue light up, that light is on in their area. When I turn the light on, it's telling them to stand by. When I turn the light off, they will actually execute the cue. And we need cue lights because you don't always have time to verbally state all the different things that need to happen.
In a lot of ways, we're held together by technology here.
Which is interesting because the whole show is making a statement on, you know, where is our society going with all the technology, all the information that's being produced. At the same time, we're utilizing all of the technology that we can.
High tech stuff.
Yeah.
Things we don't understand.
There's about 35 people on the crew. Each moment of the show has been very carefully and meticulously designed.
It takes everyone from people on stage to people backstage to make this show happen. It's a real collective process.
There are so many different performers and crew members. We like to treat it as a family. Once our performers are here, they end up staying for quite a while.
And we have circle meeting, which is a great Blue Man tradition. Everyone gets together downstairs and just focus ourselves to what we're doing that night.
We meet here once in a while and jam for like 10-15 minutes before the show, just to get the energy flowing and see how the vibe is.
A couple announcements are made, information is passed down. Because we think of ourselves as a family, so there's community announcements, events. Someone has had a baby, there's a party here.
It's an excellent opportunity to just kind of take a look around the room and see who you're doing the show with that night and kind of get a sense of community from that.
We are about to meet one of our biggest fans who works for us and just works so hard in the store selling our merchandise every day, and we're going to surprise her right now thanks to the director who just communicated this to us. We have some extra time. Come with me. Here she is. Zoom in on her.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right.
Thanks for
Meet you. Thanks.
Nice meeting you all.
as you can see, she's flipping out.
Are you selling lots of Kit Kats? I haven't been in your age.
I didn't say Kit Kat.
You gotta sell selling the Blue Man stuff,
I want
right?
to make sure the candy's selling. Push the Toblerone.
Push the Toblerone. As you can see, we have Toblerone on the show, and Toblerone here. The merchandise store is really on it. Take it one of you.
The commercials, I noticed personally a difference in the commercials when they started going. Just the way people perceived you just was up.
Yeah.
It just went up a notch. It was just a different, you know. There was a little more of like, wow, those are them. That, you know, there they are. It's like
the audiences just love us. As you can see, there was a couple of kids who we had been standing here for not even 30 seconds, and kids were already camping out at our feet. That's pretty much. I mean, that seems to be a lot of the reaction of the entire audience. We're not even blue. Yeah. We're just standing as a threesome, and here we are.
This is where you come to read about what people think of the show.
Right.
we often come out here.
And amazingly enough, it's all good.
Hilarious, hysterically funny, spectacular in every sense of the word. A postmodern masterpiece, show rating A.
No parental signature required, because we have an A.
I don't think Vegas has ever seen a show quite like this. I mean, we talked about a lot changing the scope of Vegas. We weren't going to change for Vegas. We wanted to change Vegas. We wanted to come here and make Vegas a different place.
I mean, seriously, it never ceases to boggle my mind that every night scores of people say like it's the best thing I've ever seen, and the best thing I've ever seen, and at the same time, they have no idea what they've just seen.
It's worth
like,
every nickel. It's great.
You don't. I don't know how they
You can't describe it, right?
There were a lot of people who said before we came here, 3 blue guys and no showgirls and no feathers and no lounge singers, and it's never going to work, and now we're selling out every single show.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
people are really
The other
responding,
night-
which is the whole reason we're here.
The article in Time magazine was all about how Blue Man is changing the scope of Vegas, how it's made Las Vegas that much more hip, that much more with it, that much more cool. There's other shows following suit. De La Guardia's over at the Rio. The Second City improvisational theater just opened up down the street at the Flamingo. It's really neat to be a part of that sort of Vegas changing scope again. It's really cool.
I think Blue Man asks more of the audience than a lot of other shows, and requires more for the show to work.
To get involved.
Yeah.
One of the directors from New York talked about the audience actually writing the story along with the Blue Men, you know. And if we can really sell that we're experiencing these things for the first time, very, very vital to when we're bringing somebody up on stage, because if we've done our job and if we make them feel a part of it, then they'll really want to believe in the character.
I'll look at all the faces, and it's wild. You'll see a section of 20 people, and there'll be maybe 3 people sitting there going, like that. And then those are the people I personally go to first.
You know, it's somebody who's with the character, so they feel comfortable enough to release, whether it's a smile in that moment, or then when you get closer, they're like, okay, you know, they're just afraid enough. So they're connected to the character in a real way.
The first show that I ever did was in New York, and that was, if you look at the pictures, that I'm so frightened. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
It was very scary. You start the show in a little box, a dark box, kind of, is the first thing in the show. So you're in this little box, and you can't see the other guys, and it's the most terrifying thing. And you know that in seconds it's about to start. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's not just playing, it's athletic, for lack of a better term.
It's a sport.
We're all trained on different positions, so we move around, which also gives the show a different flavor every night.
The crews come in around 4:45. They start to set up the stage. Every different department starts doing their own thing. They're checking the video now, they're checking the lights. Props is making all of the consumables that need to be prepared on a nightly basis.
Then at 5 o'clock, the performers will show up. The stage manager for the night will lead them through sound check.
Stage management checks in with us to find out if we need to do anything other than the standard sound check that we've gotten used to now.
We have a meeting down in the house with the band and stage management. We talk about sound check.
And every day we have a sound check because the band changes every night.
We go through all the instruments, make sure everybody's monitor mixes are okay. It's a pretty elaborate mix system here.
It's actually a pretty long prep period for a show.
For us, we do that until about 6, and then we come in here and we start getting ready.
Put our fog caps on first, get in costume. What's really great is we have a rehearsal room downstairs with a couple drum sets, guitars and basses, and some of the guys from the band will maybe go down there sometimes. We'll all just kind of just jam.
Then at 7:15, we have circle meeting.
And then it's pretty much time to get up. We come up here, and the last thing we do is put on the blue, and then it's time to rock the shit.